our first top five. From now on, we're gonna be uploading every Monday and Wednesday. Well, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Every single Monday and Wednesday, we're gonna be uploading from now on. And this is gonna be our first top five. Now, it's gonna also be Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So 4 videos a week at most. Minimum would be 2 videos a week. And we're gonna try to be more consistent, and we'll notify you guys if we're not gonna be uploading as much. Like, let's say we have a video that needs a lot of editing, or one of us is going on vacation. But this is our first top five that I'm intending to make a series, and this first top five starts up as a negative and disappointing note, as the top 5 bad movies with high anticipation and great franchises. Hope you enjoy. At number 5, we have Green Lantern. Now, why was Green Lantern such a disappointing film? Well, first of all, it had a lot of hype, and at that time, this franchise was bigger than Superman's franchise. This was DC's moment stepping into out of their comfort zone from Batman and Superman. This was going to be the next big guy. Green Lantern could have been up there, like, it would be Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern, not Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. However, this movie failed to do that completely. To the end credit scene, to the terrible ending with Green Lantern just defeating this main villain, Parallax, so easily, just with one punch, and he's dead. Ridiculous. CGI was bad. Acting wasn't good enough. Just had way, way, way too much hype for not enough of a good movie. It just wasn't good enough. The end credit scene, there was nothing in the story building up to the end credit scene. It just happened, and there was an intended sequel that I am very gladly did not happen. So it was a big disappointment. At number 4, we have the Percy Jackson. So we had trouble trying to think about which one was worse, the sequel or the first one, because we have to choose one. And what we're going to go with is the sequel. Now, the reason the sequel was so disappointing was, so they were both bad movies, but the second one in particular was worse. Mainly because everyone who saw the first one and was disappointed went to see this one, and it was still bad. And the CGI was terrible with the Cyclops. You know, they try to make you feel sad. No, you weren't sad. What the heck? The movie didn't make any sense. Acting was terrible. CGI was just ridiculous. Same problems, but with Green Lantern. And you're also wondering, how is this a good franchise again? Because if you've just watched the movies, this is a terrible franchise. This is just your average, stupid adventure thing. No. If you've read the books, this is an arguable comparison. That is right. If the movies turned out the way the books did, this was going to be an arguable comparison. Percy Jackson was the next Harry Potter. Hard to believe if you've only seen the movies, but yes, that was what it was. Coming in at number 3 was... I'm not going to say it. I don't want to say the title. For right now, let's just call it M. Night Shyamalan's Piece of Shit. Well, so M. Night Shyamalan's Piece of Shit was based off of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And this was an amazing cartoon. I loved it so dearly. And M. Night Shyamalan came along, relabeled it M. Night Shyamalan's Piece of Shit, and created the greatest, worst freaking movie ever. Goddamn, I hate this movie. Just why M. Night Shyamalan? Why did you have to do any other director? And my life would be so perfect. This was the next Star Wars. This was the greatest thing. The cartoon was so good and was no doubtedly the best cartoon of the 2000s. What did they do? What did you do, M. Night Shyamalan? He created this! He created this. He created that. I know it's hard to take in, guys. But this is what happens when you have M. Night Shyamalan direct a movie with a beloved franchise. This has happened before, and this will happen again. And we cannot let... Just why, M. Night Shyamalan? to the bad acting, to the terrible special effects, to the air karate, to the ridiculous acting. Oh my god. To the extremely low budget special effects. Like, what the heck was with the special effects? Just ridiculous special effects. Just like, holy crap. Just terrible. Oh my god. Acting was bad. The casting was terrible. It's way too fast paced. It was just bad. They were missing characters. Just horrible. Just why? Why, M. Night Shyamalan? Why did you do this? What is wrong with you? The terror. Jesus Christ, I hate you. My God. At number 2, surprise, we have Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, why was this? So, first of all, let's get into, this was like looking back at the casting. Oh, Liam Neeson, that is Schindler right there. Holy crap, this is amazing. All this casting, it's crazy awesome. No, this was terrible. And, like, the main reason why I felt like this would have not have been as bad of a movie if they didn't put in Jar Jar Binks. Honestly. The problem was, this was such a big franchise, a Rotten Tomatoes under 60% would be on this list. Because Star Wars is just one of those franchises that is just like come to a popularity beyond imagination. Is probably the most popular franchise in existence. And that's what made it that way. And it's just Jar Jar Binks, one of the most obnoxious character ruining things ever. And actually, if you watch a YouTube video called The Phantom Edit, I stumbled across it. It's a professional editor, obviously professional, and he made the same. He just edited out a few scenes from The Phantom Menace. It's like 30 minutes shorter, I believe, and almost no Jar Jar Binks in it whatsoever. It's actually pretty good. But remember, that was an edit, which proves the lack of focus they had on this film, the laziness they had. Some guy can just edit 30 minutes out and this wouldn't be a bad film. If they had just taken time to maybe edit something out, or maybe make this adjustment, or maybe make that adjustment. And that is why this is number 2, just for complete and utter laziness. Number 1, Batman and Robin. Now, the Batman franchise is huge and incredible, but this did not only destroy and completely, utterly destroy the Batman franchise. It didn't even destroy the whole DC franchise. It destroyed the whole superhero genre franchise. When this movie came out, people were thinking there would be no more superhero movies ever. To the frickin' bat nipples. Jesus Christ. What work? Why was that necessary? It's just like completely useless. Acting was terrible. Props were terrible. Everything was terrible in a perfectly terrible manner to make it the most terrible possible film. It was almost like they were trying to be bad. And even in the behind the scenes, and I laugh every single time I watch the behind the scenes. The director's like, oh, maybe I didn't make this my best, and then the actor's like, maybe we rushed it a little. They were implying that they thought this movie was crap. They knew this movie was crap. Why did they release this movie? They wanted to make money, and that's all they wanted to do. Little did they know they would ruin an entire franchise, an entire genre. A genre of movies dead from one movie. Just completely terrible. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Comsplode uploads a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And goodbye.